Innovative. This is a TV production.
So, what's good, everybody? You're now tuned into ProHustle Zone with Mon, where we talk about all things ProHustle, and it's all about mastering your craft and monetizing the skills. I got a special guest today. I'm going to let him introduce himself in a minute, getting a little tongue-tied. This show is sponsored by ProHustle Sportswear, produced by Innovative Culture. So y'all tap in with Innovative Culture. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, ProHustle Zone, like, subscribe, ProHustleZone.com, theinnovativeculture.com. I'm going to let my guest introduce himself.
What's going on? My name is James, native to Inglewood, born and raised. I'm a fitness trainer or aspiring fitness trainer. You know, right now, currently, I'm a bodyguard and I do arm guard protection. So I work at weed shops. I just recently went on tour. I just now did a detail in Oakland. So usually I'm either doing security. I kind of do everything. I do appliances too. I install appliances, like in like fancy
Rent a center?
Not even rent a center. It's better than that. I'm doing like the Sub-Zero, like
Okay.
the immediately like the high end.
Okay.
Where you got to put the panels on. I've been to some houses like some good houses in the hills, you know, big ass glass doors and shit. Anyway, I do it all. I got a clothing line coming out. It's more like a lifestyle brand. It's like a skater feel to it. I can show it right now?
No, yeah, you can show it, yeah.
This is one of the prototypes. Is this camera right here? All right, this one of the
I
shirts
keep
I
hearing
got.
like a heartbeat.
You know, I think it's the chair.
That's your chair?
Yeah. You know, anyway, I got the website coming soon. Everything's still coming together. Yeah.
Most definitely. So we're gonna get up into this. How did you first get into bodyguarding? Because we're doing bodyguard work is the best way to say it, because I know you from college basketball playing at Dominguez Hills. So how did you get into that after the whole thing at college? What made you want to get into that based on even the fact that, you know, you was majoring in something else?
Shit, that's the way life hit. Honestly, with college, it didn't end up how I expected, but I was working at Backpack Boy as an armed guard. I was working at Stizzy prior to that as a supervisor, but I had to cut ties to that. Something ended up happening with me and the other supervisors, so I decided to move on. So I was working at Backpack Boys. I met somebody named Dre. He was like, yeah, I got a boy who does bodyguard work. So I was like, all right, cool. So he put in a group chat one day that he needed me to work a detail like downtown. I think he works with 808 Mafia. So I went downtown. I believe they had a clothing line coming out called Boominati. So I worked there. I worked that event with him. And I think like a week later, he asked me if I wanted to go on tour with him. And that's when I thought about it. Because for me, it was just like doing what I do, like the security job I had and working appliances, I kind of made like a good amount of money. I was comfortable with that. But since I'd be with him, it was a cool amount of money I'd make. But I said, fuck it, I'll go. And I ended up going. Yeah. So that's how I got into bodyguarding. And from there.
So you think you tough?
Nah, I'm just me. I'm just me though. Like, I'm not the biggest bodyguard. Like, I'm 6'5". I met a dude my same size, but he weighed 500 pounds. Like, it's different. I feel like it's the way you carry yourself and handle business. Like, you know, it was my first time though, so I really just decided to throw myself into the fire to be able to be one-on-one with somebody like that. It's a different experience than actually working on post, but. You know, I gave it the best I had. I got good reviews for my work ethic.
Do you ever get nervous being out there? Because sometimes it requires you. Oh wait, let me ask you this first. Are you armed?
I'm an armed guard.
Okay, so do you ever get to the point where you feel like you got to clutch a little bit, or you know what I mean?
It depends on how it's going and where we're at. Like in certain situations with Kaylin, like I'd be like we come out the club, like in Oakland, like I was on clutch. It's different. Like honestly, it's pressing up. That situation, I was pressing the line because I have an exposed firearm permit, to be honest. So it just like at certain times I have to like conceal it. So it just like I'm literally clutching because we in Oakland, like niggas saying like you could leave your shit in the trunk and they gonna open up your trunk and take your shit. Like it's a different type of thirsty. So you know I'm like shit. If I'm with him,
come across a free gun.
Hell yeah. So if I'm with him, he got his chains on. You know he gonna be trying to like I'm his bodyguard. So I gotta take them things into consideration. But I don't really get nervous.
And be prepared.
Yeah.
That's one thing, because I watch a lot of arm like protection like videos, and even some like not arm, where this guy would like break down like real life situations that just be caught on camera, where someone it might be the victim with the gun or the suspect with the gun, you know, whatever the case may be, is, you know what I mean, it's just a little different. And he break down how some people need to be more prepared, and even what you need to do, like looking around to see if anyone else is coming when certain hits or any other type of shit be going on. So I definitely watch those, because some of those will happen in, you know, just everyday life, walking around. You feel what I'm saying? People crazy.
Yeah. Some of the guards don't really be prepared. Like, I done seen it, like, they just, like, the guard on stage for Haiti Baby, he was on stage fucking dancing and shit. Like, how you protecting this man?
Right, when you're having fun.
You on stage,
like
turn it up. Yeah,
right.
it's a time and place for everything, you know? Like, honestly, you may smoke and drink, but you ain't supposed to do that, like, on stage with the artist, because it's a professional look. Like, you may do what you do, but it's still a way to present yourself, like, you know?
Right.
Because if another person see you out there doing that, they might have wanted to hire you to work, but now they see you smoking and drinking, it ain't professional. Like, everybody do what they do, but it's just the way you do it.
Right. How you let it be known. It's kind of like a bartender getting drunk, breaking drinks. Cam, you did that? You was a bartender, right? You was breaking drinks?
I bet it be some long nights. Hey, it be like that sometimes. Hey, it's some jobs I didn't drink at before. But anyway, to keep it professional.
Most def. You don't want to get up here and mess nothing up. You feel what I'm saying? Have it been a time where you had to sock a nigga up? You know what I mean? Or just get a little aggressive?
Okay.
Because I know a couple of homies that do bodyguard work. That's a little bigger than you.
Yeah.
That didn't explain how they didn't actually have a cousin too, where they didn't, you know what I mean? Poop, poop, you know what I mean? Even as a group a couple of times, you know what I mean? Just had to just beat some people up.
Depends on how it goes, you know? But the most, for this situation with Kalen, it was basically the whole month of November. It was more like, he got into it with his DJ, like on stage. I'm over here spilling shit on me. But hey, really, like imagine you on stage and your DJ messing up the drops. Like you going like this, trying to get his attention, and he over here tuned out, doing his thing, and not even worried about what he paying you for. Like turn that shit off so he can. So
Stay on
I basically
point.
had to break up a fight between both of them. Like he had end up like the manager was like, yeah, make sure he don't get back there. And so I had to come up on him like, yeah, you can't go back there. He was like, what you mean? I can tell he had always like kind of already buzzing. So he's like, what you mean? Then Kaylin was like, what? They start arguing, and what's his name? Loki threw a punch at him. So I like had to like push this nigga to the ground, and then that nigga like bucked down, and then he just walked out, and he was like, yeah, for someone get, let me get up out of here for someone gets stabbed. They're just like, but cool. they brothers, I guess niggas go through that, but. That was probably like the most intense situation I had. Really, other than that, he a pretty active, athletic person. Like I think at Day in Vegas, this fool jumped off the stage. At first, he jumped off the stage, then he just started running. So I'm
in the crowd.
Like, now it wasn't even the crowd yet. He just like was running around, like just singing the shit. Then he got back on stage. Then he jumped back off stage. Then he jumped into the barricade, and so I jumped into the barricade with him. Like you know,
you haven't got to shadow him.
Yeah, I had to push people back. He in there smiling and laughing and shit, running around, rapping his song. Like it was a good time, like for situations like that. But it wasn't really any hard work for that. It was just like a lot of long hours.
What kind of training goes into doing this type of work? Because you talking about you pushing people to the ground. Just me being up in there, I would have got your ass up off of me. But got to where I need to be. But are you doing like any like MMA training? You know what I mean? I know you got to have a shooting proficiency to be armed guard. You feel? I think I could shoot your ass too, though. But
that's you being competitive like you are. All right. We'll have to see. We can take it to the range.
No, that's nice competitiveness right there. You feel what I'm saying? It definitely tighten you up a little bit too, because you might need it but a little bit more than I do. I can't say that because you never know what life take you to. But you get what I'm saying. But what kind of training, physical training, like you know, just like bodybuilding, or you?
I'm not really into like bodybuilding. Me myself, like I've taken like boxing classes. I've never boxed amateur. I've never boxed professional, but I still know how to throw a punch. I'm not one of those goofy guys. Like I'm comfortable with my body. I know how to throw my weight. You know, like for the average street punk, you feel me? I feel like I got that. It's different when you for the average street punk. What I'm saying, it's different when you challenge like someone who's like a professional boxer. But I feel like, you know, specifically myself, like I feel like I'm a pretty well-rounded individual. Like when I weight train, I do it for power. Like I'm not necessarily like weightlifting like for like the look. You feel me? Like that's a lot of like full body movements, like overhead press, deadlifts. You know, compound exercises and core. Like that's a lot of calisthenics. So I don't know. I just try to build myself accordingly. I wouldn't want to put myself in a situation where I wouldn't feel like I'd be able to like protect myself.
Got you.
Yeah, or protect the person that I'm like bodyguarding for. You know.
You ever thought about getting into like some more deeper type of like
Muay Thai or something?
Yeah. Just cause so that way, cause it kind of make things a little bit more easier, especially when you're trying to be on point. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Grab a person real quick, turn your bitch ass. You know what I mean? Put him in the foot, Nelson or something.
Yeah, that should go. But realistically speaking, that I'm a working man. You feel me? Like I work like 16 hours out the day. Like it's a balance for everything. Most times I usually only work out like 3 to 4 times out the week if I have time to still maintain. So it's a balance to everything. I'm trying to make the time for it. You know, I'm trying to get more efficient in everything I do. Like, you know? Most
def. Shout out to everybody tapping in the comments, watching the live right now. Y'all go ahead and follow ProHustleZone.com, ProHustle Sportswear, innovative.culture on Instagram. True Dream Fitness. Yes, you feel what I'm saying? We go get into that more too about his fitness. Right now we're talking about his bodyguard work. You feel? Give me like 5 notable people that you done work for so far?
I don't even think I'd be able to give you 5. Like this is just the beginning of my journey as far as bodyguard.
Okay.
The last thing I did in Oakland was through somebody who seen me work for Kalen. He was like, he asked Kalen was I still bodyguarding for him, and then he got at me once he found out it was okay because he wouldn't have met me, of course, if it was through him. So yeah,
proper business.
Yeah, proper business. You know, it's proper etiquette. So yeah, I network with him and. It's basically networking. Like I got Kalen. First off, I did an event with the 808 Mafia, and I was at somewhere off Melrose. That was the first time. Then I worked with Kalen, and then it's Boss Records. Shout out to Boss Records. Business over stupid shit.
That's a good slogan.
That's a good, soon to be good friend of mine. You know, he gave me the opportunity to bodyguard with him. He has starting his own label. Has about 4 artists. You know.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so
I got a couple of homies that do bodyguard work I could try to tap you in with. Bro was supposed to come down here a couple of times. He been a little busy, but
that's
he's
how
supposed
it is.
To come down here a couple of times. We go get right and get him in here. He also do music as well, but he definitely do some bodyguard work as well. What else I want to ask you about that? Cause you ain't kicking no ass. You out here I ain't gonna disrespect you like that.
Never.
We gonna save that for the adult league. You feel what I'm saying? When we get a little jokey. So, explain and break down True Dream Fitness.
True Dream Fitness. So, basically, I call myself getting fat. I had a job.
I caught that too. Seeing your ass getting a gut.
Oh me, that's how that shit went. It's really how it went. Cause when my baby moms was pregnant, I had the job where I was driving a box truck and I was delivering appliances. So I happened to having that job, I just was chilling, drinking beer, eating tacos all the time for real. Like when you sitting on your ass, you could do curls and shit and push-ups, but if you drinking beer every day, eating tacos, like you gonna get big. So I caught myself in the belly like a motherfucking
around the waist.
I had to my thighs started rubbing. It was hard to start putting on my shoes. Like I'm dead ass. I never knew that it was hard. Like when you start getting big enough.
I should have told you send the pictures to this nigga so we can show your results so people can know that this nigga got right. He bounced back real quick. He bounced back real quick.
I was stretched out. My face was fat. Me and my son, he a newborn, looking all chubby in the face. Me and him was twins. Like, but I just buckled down. I started jump rope. I changed my diet. That's first off, because I started working out at first, and I said I'm be able to eat anything. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna just change my diet because I wasn't getting results fast enough. So I ended up changing my diet, cutting my calories. That I'm telling you it works for me, but it might not be the best route for everybody because I was hungry as a motherfucker on me.
Everybody's body a little different.
But I was able to drop the weight fast, and I'll jump rope at least 2 rounds, 3 minutes, and then I get into my workout, and everything I do will be a superset. That was my main workout to drop the weight. But
that's a lot of cardio with that jump rope. That jump rope will really have you.
Yeah, warm you up.
But when you first get into shape though, too, that motherfucker. It's difficult to breathe and jump.
Yeah.
Consistently. You know what I mean? That's the conditioning part that you're trying to manage your breathing about
Yeah, getting that metabolism up, getting that heart rate going.
right.
Yeah,
Chair dropping or something.
that's me. I keep twisting. Let me stop.
My feet flat on the ground. But my bad. Continue on with True Dream Fitness. My bad.
But yeah, it's just my fitness journey, and I'm willing to help people out if they want to know how I managed to lose weight. I can tell you how I did it.
Price rates.
Price race. For me, I've already thought about it. I'm gonna give you 5 workouts. If you can go, we can go a month. If we're gonna do a month, I'm gonna give you 5 workouts, but I'm gonna at least have to charge you $250. Like, cause I'm gonna work out with you once every week, and I can give you like a meal plan with it too. And like how, like if I'm not with you, I'll tell you how you're supposed to work out and what you do. Like, so, yeah.
Now you could get paid up in that because there's a lot of people that really, a lot of people really don't know how to work out. You know what I mean? They think that they're just supposed to run, lift weights, or just do this. But some people work. You got to know what you're working out for. Are you working out to lose weight and gain and build muscle? You know what I mean? Are you doing this just to be more in shape? You know what I mean? Yeah. What are we doing? Like, what is the goal? You trying to get for the ladies, you trying to get some hips, some ass. You know what you doing? You know what I mean? A better back. What you trying to do? You feel what I'm saying? So there is specifics, and a trainer, a proper trainer that know what they're doing and is going to be able to execute everything properly is definitely useful. True. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. You have to know what you're talking about. The proof is in the pudding. Like, I couldn't be one of them trainers who'd be like out of shape and been out of whack, but you talking about you need to do this and that. I feel like you may know what you're talking about. That might be a fact, but
you got to show and prove.
Yes, it's like your client might want you to get down and do it with him. Like, I just worked out a guy. Like, I was doing the push-ups with him, like, so he can have I can give him the motivation, you know? I want them to actually do it. You tell somebody a list of things to do, like, they might do it, but if you actually do it with them,
it's different. It shows a little bit more love. Yeah, I know what you mean. When I start coaching, I said I want to start doing that. I want to start, at times, whatever I do with my players or have them do, I want to do with them. Yeah. So they could see, like,
trying to show them you still got it.
That, and, like, because you do have to show a little bit, like, put it like this. A lot of the youngsters, they don't really all the time respect everything you say right away because they need to see it. Like how you said, the clients want to see, show, and prove. Yeah. So if you can't get in there and show them, nigga, I'll rack, bro. Guard me right now. You know what I mean? Like, come on, like just a little bit. You know what I mean? Boot, walk him down, lay him up. Stop playing with me, and then just, you know what I mean, just flex on them real quick. But they like to see that because now it's more what you say now holds more weight because not only is he saying that, he can show us that it works. You feel what I'm saying? Because it worked for him on me just now. You know what I mean? Whether we lifting, you know what I mean, whatever the case may be, that shows definitely a different type of dedication and motivation when your coach is out there. Yeah. You know what I mean, helping you out with that.
Yeah, putting some action behind the words.
Most def. So if I were, a little test, what would you say?
Here we go. I can already tell you about to say some shit.
So if you had to work on Moan, right, what you gonna give me? Because I know it's a lot of the fellas that's watching right now, and they probably do want to work out. What you feeling like the best thing for the fellas to do? I'm gonna take myself out and stop being stupid. I'm just messing around with you because we go fuck around back in the day and shit in college, but you know how we used to do, niggas just been there having muscle competition.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it. Like I was young. Like I was fresh. I was skinny as fuck when I first got to high school. It took me like.
No, you wasn't slim.
Huh?
You wasn't slim.
I was slim. You said I was not slim?
No, you wasn't slim. You was slim compared to what you are now, but not really. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why I told you. I told you that last night. You had like a little size on you, but you just wasn't strong as me. Even though you was bigger than me.
He can still never let me win.
Nah, because it was like that. It was like that because he talked about us hitting 225, and I said, you know what? Funny. This nigga couldn't hit 225. I couldn't hit that shit. But he had all them goddamn muscles and all them cuts and shit. And nigga get up under that weight and be in there. Take that shit off.
Oh, me, that shit was too heavy. That shit was too heavy for me back there.
But it's funny that you look like you get what you maxing out at right now.
Well, I am not currently going heavy. I sprained my rotator cuff probably a year ago.
Which one?
My right shoulder. I sprained it with 295. Yeah, I bet
that should be hurting.
Yeah, I'm back now. So like I know I'm about to making hella gains now since it's really feeling healthy. My pull-up game always strong. Like I don't feel no pain in nothing I'm doing. So gonna be on a good route. But like you said, going back to your question, what men probably want to do for a workout, I feel like all men probably want their shoulders to pop in a shirt, and they'll probably want their chest to like poke out a little bit.
That back got to sit up too.
Yeah,
though.
you know that. I feel that's just like, for me, that could be almost calisthenics, because some people already have like a heavy build. It just depends specifically, but a good push-ups, sit-ups, squats, pull-ups, like it'll go a long way.
Definitely.
Like that's usually the warm-up for every workout I have. I'm either gonna do push-ups, sit-ups, and squats, or I'm gonna do pull-ups, leg raises, or some type of variation, but I'm always gonna do some type of calisthenics to like fully warm up my body before I get into like what muscle groups I'm gonna concentrate on that day.
So for the people that don't work out as much, but want to get into working out, you feel what I'm saying, but don't want to feel that DOMS. Well, you know what DOMS is?
What, that pain after?
Yes, the soreness that you get immediately.
Sometimes
right
that's inevitable because you're shocking your body.
Definitely. I know what you mean, because I done went light before after not working out from like how we did in college and do something like that and then be like, well, what the fuck? Like, I'm sore as shit. Like, I need to fucking stretch. I need a massage. Like, but what do you say, what do you feel like from your experience and even working out clients is the best workout to decrease that muscle soreness immediately as much? Because that's I'm gonna be honest, from what I see from watching people work out, you know what I mean, we athletes, we done been to the gym a lot. At times we done watch people come in and out that motherfucker, whether it's been 4 or 5 months, where they stop, go, and stop and go. And I done been a non-athlete for a certain amount of years where I done damn near did that. And I realized the hardest part for people to do is get past that first week or two of DOMS or muscle soreness. You feel what I'm saying? So how do you...
I feel like you should probably keep it moderate weight, don't go too heavy, but the key to not being sore to me is stretching before and after you work out, and like the proper like hydration afterwards. I feel like if you had a tough workout, like, because for me, I usually get the sorest when
muscle
I
go lock up and cramp.
Yeah, when I hit like a lot of deadlifts and I go heavy, so yeah, my legs might be sore, but if I get on that foam roller, you know, like
a lot of people don't know about that foam roller.
Get on that foam roller, get on them tension points. It might hurt, but you really like
releasing tension.
Releasing tension.
That's why it hurt, because
real.
it has tension in them.
Yeah, like that IT band, keeping your hips and your IT band loose is always gonna be a plus. Like, so I would just suggest.
You sound like my lady.
Making sure.
No, that's what the fuck she said.
It's important though.
The IT band, that tied in. But then she also, deep into her science, she get into like, you know, called sciatica and all types of other things.
Yeah, it really can, because when I was playing basketball in high school, I came in 2009, 5'11", and I graduated 6'5". So I grew fast, and so I wasn't stretching properly, and the doctor had to tell me that because I started getting spasms in my back, and so they told me, your hamstrings and quads is tight.
Too
like,
tight.
Yeah,
so it's pulling you.
Yeah, exactly. My shit was in pain. I had to learn to stretch and do the right thing. Like, I wasn't one of them kids that could just get out there and just dunk with no warm up. Like, I had to stretch.
You know what's so funny that you mentioned that? Pause, because you one of them guys that happened to you on your backside. Pause. But most guys usually it happens on your front where your tendons. You feel me? Or
you talking about like the patella tendon?
Yeah, like that tends to, you know, get stressed out and sore and feels that way rather than the goddamn hamstrings. But that kind of happened to me too, because when I came out of high school, I didn't stretch. You know, had bounce and stuff like that, but I didn't stretch as much. Once I got into, I'd say, my sophomore year of playing in college, that's when I started taking stretching more serious, because I realized, you know, they got to explain in that rubber band when it get wet, you know, then that motherfucker snap, break. You know what I mean? And then the more flexible you are, pause, as a man, the more athletic and how more your athleticism will last.
That's a
know
fact.
What I mean?
That's a fact. When I really got into stretching, I ended up being like the most athletic I was. Like, being able to move and have control of your body, I feel like determines like how athletic you are.
Nah, definitely. Definitely. I was looking at that with the women's basketball players, because I got 2 daughters and I think they're gonna be pretty tall. I'm not gonna force them to play basketball, but I definitely want them to play a sport, to have some type of organization, you know, growing up. You feel what I'm saying? Good. While trying to push them to do what it is that they want to do, whether it's outside of sports. But nevertheless, I do want them to play basketball. And run track, you know what I mean? Say, that's what your parents did. It might come easy, but I don't want that to be all. But for women, I realize their hips go into a big role of ACL tears, meniscus, and knees, because, you know, the hips, they going out that hourglass shape, then it's gonna look. You know how guys, it's gonna look like nigga your knee, you knock knee, nigga your knees just rubbing as you walking. But the woman is like that because she got hips. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay,
and that's why women tearing knees.
Some women with hourglass hips. They knees don't knock.
Not all of them.
Yeah, some women
I was
be
really talking about sometimes some of the guys that got that type of shape.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
This nigga, right. But hey, I don't want to
clip.
You trying to say these niggas be built like a bitch?
Some do, but that don't. I done seen some niggas that still built like that. That still out there getting money though on the court.
Hey,
you feel me?
For real.
Wop.
Heavy
Hold
set
it,
on
right,
the hips.
right. You know what I mean? But sometimes that do happen for people that it's gonna go inward just a little bit. You feel me? So women tend to get a lot of tears. So I was really looking at how women. I really pay attention to how the ladies move on the court because. For my daughters, what I want to work out with them is more upon if y'all can move, stop, go. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? That like stop and go is key. That's
changing weight, decelerating, accelerating, all types of actions which males can do and perform easy. Most males,
times, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta get some
can perform, easy. The women have a hard time at doing it. All the elite women in all athletics can move.
Yeah.
Whether it's track, they got good footwork, I can
believe that.
They could really move. Whether you look at basketball, all the women that got that wop, they damn near like it's like, nigga,
she quick.
Yeah.
She quick, she nimble, she athletic too.
Right.
I swear I just seen a video where a girl dunked it like it was nothing.
I just seen one like that too. She did a 2-hand and they've been throwing females lives. They getting better.
Crazy.
Cause I keep up with a lot of high school, just women's sports, basketball. They catching lives now. No lie. So what you got appliances? We got a couple of more minutes, you know what I mean? Are you still actively
installing appliances?
Yes.
Currently, for the past couple of weeks, I have not, but I do plan on, it's Valentine's week next week, so I'm off Monday through Wednesday. I do it during that time, but I'm probably not going to do it like that week. I'll probably get back to it like next month, My friend wants me to work with him full time. That's just like, honestly, that's a lot of manual labor sometimes,
Definitely.
I already work as an armed guard doing like long hours, so I don't want to work on my off days too, and I'm still putting that type of time.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to be up, and then you got to be alert. Yeah. So that's what I was about to ask you specifically. So when you say put together appliances, what service, like are you putting together, are you installing them into their homes, like dishwashers and shit like that, or are you just putting together the dishwasher and then dropping it off at their house?
I've done all the above. For the job where I had the box truck, I drove the box truck. We delivered appliances for Lowe's. When I'm talking about installing appliances now, I was working with my friend. His company is called Jetco Install. He installs appliances like the high end, like Miele, Thermador, Sub-Zero. So these appliances, you might walk into the kitchen, but it look like it's nothing but cabinets in there. Mm-hmm. But then you push the cabinet
button.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. Looking at homes.
It's a
trash
process.
Cans and all types.
Yeah, even the garbage cans, trash compactors. They got coffee makers. Like it's like just the higher end things. Like even
like a minimalist type. I know what you're saying. Yeah. Hide everything in the home where it look like nothing on the counter, but everything is really there.
I've also done buildings, like it might be like a 5-story building downtown, like maybe like 17 units on each floor, and we might have every appliance that's installed in there. Like I've done that too, and I've done homes. Like so, it just varies. Been doing that for years too, along with security.
So we definitely locking in up on the bodyguard work, True Dream. My bad. We got the clothes as well that goes along with
the my True Dream Fitness. In a way, like it's like a branch off. It's almost like gonna be like an umbrella, a bit, like just two things. Like it's True Dream Fitness. That's my my training page, and then I'm starting a page called True Dream Lifestyle, which is going to be my lifestyle brand. Where I have my clothes, like me, like I'm a pretty simple person. As you see, I got a black shirt on now, so that's the type of shit I wear. Like I like things that's not too much on there. Like my clothes, like I want you to be able to. You might wear it with some jeans, you can wear it with some cargo shorts, basketball shorts, but it still has that quality on there. I like to put like a different type graphic on there, so I got that coming out. Plan on doing a giveaway too. That's one of the things I wanted to knock off my list. I don't know why. So I've always told myself growing up I want to do a giveaway, so I'll plan on combining that with to raise awareness with my brand. It always have to make sense,
No, definitely.
So anybody who wanted to help with that, I'll be down to collab. It's always it's always a way to give back. If I can spend $1,500 on beat, I might as well be able to find up some money, to, like get some money to like give back. So
Most def. That's always good. You know what I mean? How much we got left? Can we all out or
We gassed.
Done. Let them know where they can find you at, JB.
all right, you can find me at TrueDream_fitness, or you can actually follow up my page. I will be having content and videos coming soon. It's True Dream Lifestyle.
Most def. Definitely gonna have bro back. For a Doe League, we gonna run it back up another one like Pro Hustle Zone again, so we can, or maybe even on a Doe League segment, we can also talk about. You don't just necessarily have to be like, you know what I mean, crazy stuff all the time.
I want to talk
on the Doe League, but we could definitely talk about the clothes. But I know what you want to get to. We gonna talk.
I want
to
to talk about how I saw my basketball coach from 8th grade, and he told me if I have a son that wants to play basketball, he told me I need to hold him back 2 years. That's what I want to talk about.
Nah, we could definitely talk about that because that's big now.
Because how's that? It's just what type of shit is that?
No. We gonna talk about that. I want you to save that because that's a great topic, and I can mix you in with some other people where we could talk about some basketball topics. You know what I mean? Within people growing up, or just within the game. You feel what I'm saying? We could have a show like that. So we could definitely do that. So you hold out on that right there. I want y'all to tap in with bro, you know what I mean? He definitely could get y'all right. He definitely had to look like he was about 400 pounds. I ain't gonna say 400
I was 260. I was 40 pounds away from
I was about to say
300.
that. 40 pounds on the belly. You could see it. It was all around his stomach. But you know what I mean? He tried to keep it right. But now he back trying to look like Shredder and still to get his ass shredded. You know what I mean? No disrespect. I want y'all to tap in with him. He's solid all the way around. You feel me? Tap in with Innovative Culture. TheInnovativeCulture.com. Correct. You know what I mean? ProHustleZone.com. We got sales all the way around, baby. A lot of shit has been going, you feel what I'm saying? But we got sales all the way around. There's going to be a lot of new stuff coming out. I might drop something in March. I was going to drop this month, but I'm going to drop it in March just so I could try to make a statement, I guess is the best way to say it. Because I'm not with how they trying to give us Black History Month when we 365, you know what I mean? And infinity and to beyond, you feel what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And we go keep on working. Mon Pro Hustle and we out.
Innovative.